Hello, I want to take you through the process of using your locally recorded Zoom meetings and putting them up on your Canvas class. So I'm starting here at my Zoom page in my browser. I'm not doing this with the application, I'm using my browser here. And so I have all these options over here when I log in. There's my profile and stuff like that. There are the meetings that I have set up. But I want to look at recordings real quick. And the reason why I want to look at recordings is I want to know where my recordings are, where my local recordings are. So I'm clicking on local recordings here. And I want you to notice this is where my local recordings live. So they're in my documents portion of my drive, and there's a Zoom folder. So please make sure that you know where these live. This is probably going to be the same for you, but just in case, I'm doing this as a first step. After this, don't worry about it. So I'm going to close this down now that I know where this is, and I'm going to go to my drive. What I really, really want you to have is a Zoom videos folder in your Google Drive. So I do, I'm going to open that up. And what I want to do is I want to upload something. So I'm going new, file upload. And this is going to bring up a browser. And that browser, let me go to documents, because that's where it said my Zoom recordings will live. And let me go to Zoom. Here are all my Zoom recordings. I'm even going to move this over. I label my meetings different things. So you can kind of see, oh, third period, fourth period, fifth period, etc. So every time you look at these, what you're going to see is a date, and then a time, and then the name of the Zoom meeting, and you'll see a folder for those. I would like to upload this Zoom meeting right here. So I'm going to open up this folder, and there are 3 files in there. This is audio only. We don't want that. We want the Zoom 0. That is an MP4 file. That is a movie. So I want to open that, which means I want to upload it, and it's going to take a while. So it's almost done, and it's going to show up right up here. Now, while I'm in my Google Drive, I want to do 2 things. I want to rename this. Otherwise, you'll have a bunch of these named the same thing. So I'm going to go over here and rename. Let me move this out of the way so you can see. I'm not going to get rid of the MP4, but I'll say this is the 8/19/2020. Let's say this is 4th period. Okay, so I've renamed that. So that way I know which class it is. And now what I want to do is I want to get a shareable link up here. It's the icon that looks like a paperclip or a link. I want to get a shareable link. Now, in terms of who is going to get this link, you don't want restricted because you haven't shared this with other people. You could have anyone with the link or anybody who's logging in from Caddo Parish Schools. I'm going to choose Caddo Parish Schools. There we go. And I am going to copy the link and say done. So now I'm done with what I've got in Google Drive. I am now moving over to Canvas. And what you want to do in Canvas is you want to add something to a module. So I've got test Zoom videos here because I've just been testing it out. I'm going to add something to that module. I'm going to click down here. I want to add an external URL because what I want to add is the link to that video. I'm going to paste the URL we just copied, and I better name that something. So let's name that the 8/19/2020 Dr. Schlater 4th period. So there's a name for it, and absolutely positively load this into a new tab. You have to do that. Otherwise, this will not look nice in Canvas. So now I'm going to add that item. Ta-da! That's how you do it. Now I want to point out something because I'm going to click on this link and something's going to happen and you're not going to be happy. It's okay. I'm going to click on this. It's going to open it in a new tab. Fantastic. Here's the problem. You're going to see this message from Google. we are processing this video. Check back later or download the video now. So notice, eventually this link is going to go live, but it's not going to go live immediately because we've got these huge video files that we're uploading to Google Drive. It will take a while. So the students, if they really want to, can download the video. I wouldn't recommend that, but that's one way to do it. But eventually what this will turn into is a link where they can play the video. All right, I'm hoping that's helpful in how you attach links for Zoom meetings into your Canvas class.